Welcome to AI Brief, episode 245. We're diving into some really big shifts happening right now. We'll unpack Perplexity's new publisher deal, Elon Musk's latest lawsuit, this time against Apple and OpenAI, and a pretty stunning text-to-speech model from Microsoft. Plus, we've got the other essential AI news you need and some tools to maybe boost your productivity. It's a packed deep dive, so let's get straight into it.
Absolutely. It really feels like a snapshot of just how fast everything's moving, from the courtroom to the cutting edge of AI capabilities.
Okay, let's start with Perplexity. They announced this new revenue-sharing program.
That's right. It's a significant initiative. They're putting up $42.5 million for publishers whose content shows up in their AI search results. And it's tied to a new $5 monthly subscription called Comet Plus. The real kicker, media outlets get 80% of that revenue.
80%. Okay. So publishers earn if their stuff gets traffic via Perplexity's browser, or if it appears in searches, or if the AI uses it for tasks. And like you said, the timing is interesting. This is happening right alongside those big copyright lawsuits from Dow Jones and cease and desists from Forbes and Condé Nast. Seems connected.
Oh, definitely. Perplexity is saying they'll distribute all the subscription money, minus compute costs. And their Pro and Max users, they get Comet Plus included. The CEO, Aravind Srinivas, even called it the equivalent of Apple News Plus for AIs and humans.
So it feels like one of the first big attempts to acknowledge that AI agents are now clicking on content just as much as humans are.
Exactly. It's recognizing that value flow. But, the big question is, will $5 a month, split so many ways, actually be enough for publishers, especially with the financial pressures they're under?
Yeah, it feels like maybe a first step, but maybe not the whole solution.
It's a start, but probably just a drop in the ocean for some.
Okay, moving from content money to market fights. Elon Musk's XAI. They're suing Apple and OpenAI now.
Yes, a lawsuit filed in Texas. The claim is basically antitrust. They're arguing Apple's exclusive deal to put ChatGPT into iOS unfairly blocks competition.
Right, the whole idea that Apple's integration kind of pushes users towards ChatGPT.
And actively discourages them from downloading other AI apps like XAI's Grok. They're also saying Apple messes with App Store rankings to favor ChatGPT.
And they want billions in damages, arguing it's an illegal moat, giving OpenAI this huge user base on iPhone.
Yep. OpenAI's response is basically calling it harassment from Musk. Apple maintains the App Store is fair.
But this is potentially huge, right? It could be the first major legal precedent about competition in the AI market, just as it's really going mainstream.
It really could. We've seen antitrust arguments against Apple's App Store before, but adding the AI layer makes it much more complex. It's about the rules for this next phase of tech.
Okay, shifting from legal stuff to pure tech. Microsoft's VibeVoice, this sounds really impressive, an open-source text-to-speech model.
It is. And not just any TTS model. It's built for long-form audio. It can generate up to 90 minutes of conversation with multiple speakers.
90 minutes. With multiple voices. How many parameters does it use?
That's the other thing, only 1.5 billion parameters, which is, remarkably small for what it does. Makes it efficient enough to potentially run on consumer hardware.
Wow. So podcast-quality conversations, up to 4 different voices, and it keeps their characteristics consistent for, like, an hour or more.
Exactly. And they've made huge strides in audio compression, like 80x improvement.
How does it handle the natural flow of conversation? The back and forth?
They integrated Qwen 2.5, which is a strong language model, apparently helps with that natural turn-taking and keeping things contextually relevant over long stretches.
And safety. Are there watermarks or anything?
Yes, built-in safeguards. It automatically adds generated by AI disclaimers and hidden watermarks, so you can verify if audio is synthetic.
That's crucial. So the big leap here is really the multi-speaker, long-form capability in an open-source, efficient package.
Pretty much. We've seen 2 speaker conversation models, but coordinating 4 voices over potentially 90 minutes, that's pretty wild, especially for something accessible like this.
Yeah, it feels like we're moving beyond short AI voice clips to, well, entire AI panels. Could get interesting.
Or chaotic, depending on your perspective.
All right, beyond those big headlines, there's a lot else bubbling up. Let's quickly run through some other key developments impacting the AI space right now.
Okay, first, something hitting home for many. Rising electricity bills in the U.S., directly linked to the energy demands of AI data centers. We're talking average annual bill increases over 6% for more than 67 million people, and even higher, like over 13% in parts of the Northeast. The cost of grid upgrades is getting passed on.
So AI's physical footprint is becoming very real. Then there's YouTube apparently using AI for video effects like unblurring without asking creators first. That's causing some friction.
Yeah, it raises questions about creator control. Also, on the policy side, some big names in Silicon Valley, Greg Brockman, A16s, are launching a super PAC called Leading the Future. Sounds like they're aiming to push a pro-AI agenda, especially with the U.S. midterm elections coming up, trying to shape policy.
And in robotics, NVIDIA's Jetson Thor computer is out now.
Yes, now generally available. That basically gives robots more powerful onboard AI for operating in the real world. Think more sophisticated autonomous system.
Got it. And Google's expanding Notebook LM's language support.
Right. The video and audio overviews features now work in 80 languages. Makes those summarization tools much more accessible globally.
Plus, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative has a new AI model, OrBio-1, specifically for biology research.
Designed to help scientists with complex studies. Could speed things up in that field.
And finally, a security heads-up. Brave found a vulnerability in Perplexity's Comet browser. Something about prompt injections.
Yeah, basically a way malicious actors could potentially take control of the AI agent driving the browser. A reminder that security is still a major factor, even with these advanced tools.
Okay, so lots going on. What about tools people can actually use right now? Any trending ones we should highlight?
Definitely. Based on all this, here are a few that stand out. First, VibeVoice itself, that Microsoft model for long-form multi-speaker TTS we talked about.
Right, the one for generating realistic conversations.
Then there's Mirage 2. This one generates playable 3D worlds from text or images in real time. Pretty cool for rapid virtual environment creation.
Okay, what else?
MuseStreamer 2.0, that's Baidu's updated image-to-video tool for animating stills. AI elements from Vercel, those are React components to help developers build AI features into apps more easily.
Useful for builders.
Yeah.
Any others?
Portia, which focuses on building trustworthy AI agents, especially important for regulated industries. Indy, which uses AI to help you find opportunities within your professional network. Tana, that's for making your notes smarter using voice and AI. And of course, Mistral, known for its open source models for developers and businesses.
Great list. So that pretty much wraps up our deep dive for today. From publisher payments to AI lawsuits to breakthroughs in voice generation, it's clear things are moving incredibly fast.
Sure. And keeping tabs on these shifts is, well, pretty crucial for navigating what's next, whether you're building this tech, using it, or just trying to understand where it's all heading.
We really hope digging into this was valuable